All right, we're gonna test a couple of things. I have a wool Angora silk blend that I just threw together. I don't know what it is, but a little bit of silk, a little bit of Angora, mostly wool. And we're gonna try out the Kromski drop spindle. It comes in drop spindle kit. Um, Everything comes disassembled, so you can assemble it, and comes with your leader and some fiber. I just happened to try this blend, so I want to see how it works up. We're gonna give it some twist and get my fiber out of the way. And I'm just gonna let that twist work up into my fiber. See, it gets all wobbly. That's okay. I just want to get this joined at the moment. So I'm not trying to do anything special. I'm just trying to make sure that my leader, let's see if we can get it to focus on that. See if my leader will, hello camera. So I'm just trying to get it to do so that they're joined, not to do anything other than join. And then I'm going to shorten up my leader a little bit. I'm still not going to totally do away with it at this point. And I wrap. And I am spinning in my mirrored image here. It looks like I'm going anti-clockwise. I'm actually going clockwise to me. So spin to my right, which is clockwise. Draft out a little bit, let my twist go. And to start with, everything's a little wonky, kind of like knitting. I always say give it the first 4 rows before judging anything. Spinning, I say give it a few yards to start with. Get your rhythm going, whether it's on a drop spindle or a wheel. So again, now I've got a little bit more actual fiber, so I'm going to wind on past my leader, because that's going to help hold everything a little bit better on there. And these guys have a groove, which is really nice. Little groove to run your fiber through. And you just have to hook it a little bit. I like to throw my fiber back here on my elbow. You can use a distaff, you can tuck it up under your sleeve. Usually I just like to throw it on the top side. That said, this sweater and my fiber are going to try to grab each other, and I'm going to have Angora all over this sweater by the time I'm done. This I'm not even twisting at the moment, I'm just drafting out some. Because I wanted to draft, but I don't want to drop anything. Now I will start adding some twist. Get the size that I want. The nice part is with a drop spindle, you can go nice and slow. You do not have to go fast. Sometimes with a wheel, it can feel like the wheel gets away from you. You can just flat out park and draft out your fiber. You do not have to do your drafting while you're spinning. You can draft it out a little bit, add a little bit of twist, just keeping your fingers on it, or you can add a lot of twist. You can see my fiber broke off. That's okay. I will just have to rejoin. So I'm going to wind it on a little bit. I run out of room. My arms are short. Not a biggie. Just if you've got longer arms or you're taller, you will have a little bit more working area than I do. So I tend to have to wind on more often than other people. It just you figure out your limitations, physical or otherwise, and work within those. All right, got a little bit more. See, and I've probably got, I don't know, 4 or 5 yards on, if that much. And I'm finally starting to get my groove, figure out how this fiber drafts, what it feels like. So it takes a minute. So yeah, I'm liking this spindle. I haven't used this spindle. I'm definitely a wheel spinner. I don't mind spindles now, but I did not like them to begin with. I'm liking them a lot more as I get more experience spinning. I'm not sure what the major difference is for myself, but it is what it is. Like I say, I enjoy it more now. I think I just tried to drop it. That's one thing you can work with, just an inch or so. I could see the weak spot, so I added that. And it just really does not want to stay together right there. I have a feeling that my blend is a little different in that section of the fiber. So my staple length may be a little different than what I had gotten used to. So we're just going to rejoin those. You will find that the weight of your spindle will somewhat dictate the size of the fiber. That not so much the size of the fiber, but the size of the yarn you end up making. A heavier spindle, you're going to make thicker yarn simply because you need more fiber to hold the weight of the spindle. You're not going to do a super teeny tiny yarn that doesn't have a lot of strength if you have a heavy spindle. All right. I think that gets us going. We'll see. And yeah. Now the other thing is, one, you can see my little fiber companion back here. And I don't know, maybe you can't see it, but there's definitely fuzz. One way, as you are going along, you can do a little figure 8 if you need to bring your fiber shorter. Oops. And add a little more twist down here before you wind things on. Or like, I can see right in here, I don't have much twist, so I'm gonna back it off. And I'm going to, and I'd be willing to bet that that is where I joined. So I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna add a little bit of twist right there. I have a tendency to wobble when I'm short and working up close by my hands. So I've added a lot more twist right here. And you can see it's got some energy there. But I'm trying to get rid of that little loose spot on that join. So I want a little extra twist in that area. So that it's a little stronger. Your yarn will tell you if you have a weak spot. Because as you go to ply it, or as you go to wind it off, it may fall apart. I never look at that as a bad thing. I look at that as a good thing, because then I can fix it. If I don't know it's weak and I'm putting it out there, I don't want to put a bad or a weak product out, one, for sale. Two, I don't want to knit with a weak yarn. It doesn't have to be super stout, but I don't want it to fall apart on me as I'm knitting. So I want it to just, at the very least, be able to support my spindle or support a little bit of tension on my wheel as I wind and unwind it or ply it. So I don't mind when my yarn tells me that it's got a weak spot, because then I can fix it. So that's it. That should take care of us, and have a lovely day.